Now, jump to the discuss about resolution and gratitude, turning resolutions into regulations. I think this topic is very fresh and relevant to discuss, considering we've just entered the new. So I hope this discussion or sharing can be reference or insight for all in living 2023 with even better plans and better understanding. Okay, now let's move to the first question. You can say, thank you. Okay, the first question is, how do you feel about quitting 2023 with a word? Maybe several of you guys will come 2023 with like good spirit and euphoria or because you know life is not always like that good. Life is not always that smooth like in fairy tale. But there is nothing wrong for us to keep trying to be the best as we want. So and for you I think just go ahead, your head and I will let you explore your point of view about this question. Just raise your hand and I'll let you to unmute your mic. So who wants to share the opinion about this question? You can raise your hand. Okay, we have one participant who wants to give an opinion. We have Mr. Ikrar. Okay. So go ahead, Mr. Ikrar. You can unmute your microphone and share us your point of view about this.
Okay, thank you so much for Mr. Rizky. Well, before I deliver my answer, I would like to introduce myself. First, I am Ikrar. Actually, I'm from Indonesia, but I am now currently a student in Thailand now. But yeah, okay, that's my short introductions. And now I would like to answer the questions. How do I feel about the greeting in 2023 with a word? I think for me, with a word, it will be enthusiasm or maybe experience.
Okay, thank you for your answer. And um,
Hello, Mr. Rizky. Okay, maybe we can start with Mr. Sophie, who raised her hands.
Okay, thank you, Miss Dania. It's Miss, not Miss.
Sorry.
It's okay. Yeah, I think this is a great topic to discuss, but um how do I feel about 2023? I think there is nothing much different compared to when I welcoming 2022, because I don't know, somehow uh is that me getting older and getting less care about anything? The time just feels so fast, and no matter what year now, if we not have enough motivation or not get inspired enough by our surrounding, they're not they're nothing much different as well. So I think when I the first day when I enter in the first January in 2023, it's just like another next month, like welcoming first December, welcoming first November. They're all the same, just different year. There's nothing special for me. I think that's it, Miss.
Yeah,
Okay. I'm sorry, there was a bad connection. Dania, can you hear my voice again?
yeah, Mister.
Okay, I'm really sorry because this is too loud and the connection is really bad.
It's okay. You can.
So yeah, let's continue. Let's continue with the. Um, do you guys have towards the first question? I think there are participants who want to give their word. Maybe Andres, Mr. Andres, you can unmute your microphone.
Well, okay, thank you for this opportunity. Well, in the depth of my heart, I suppose that I feel blue towards this new year. The reason why I can say this is because a lot of people see that this year will fall with a lot of economic recession, and it's not my cup of tea. So I suppose that it's not okay, and I feel pretty sad to see what will happen in this year.
Okay. So that's all, Mr. Andres.
Yep. I just want to make it
Okay,
as
thank you.
brief as I can.
Okay. We have another participant who want to join this question. Maybe Muhammad, do you want to share?
All right. No, thank you very much for the change on, in my opinion, how do you feel about grading 2023 with a watch? As far as I feel so far, I guess 2023 will be the long journey for me because there are a lot of things that I must do, especially for my preparation. So I guess, yeah, that's my 2023 will be the long journey for me and for a lot of people. Thank you.
Okay, you're welcome. I hope you can show that journey with well. And we have L. Hey L.
Hi.
Hi. You can
Hello,
describe.
Kak. Nice to. Okay, so what I feel about this 23, to be perfectly honest, I don't feel so much different from 22. But as I feel that this year it has been like a turning point for me, as I already prepared for IELTS test a year ago, but it's still there is still a lot of things to prepare, so I have to knuckle down with my IELTS on hopefully January. So in the first month and in the first month in 23, it has been already roller coaster. So yeah, and the thing that why I think that this year is my turning point, since in the last year I was confused about I confused whether I want to continue my study for taking master this year or just working. But since I already prepare all of things for my my preparation for tests, taking my master's, so I don't have any a choice anymore to change my decision. So yeah, it has been a roller coaster, but I still have to enjoy the process. Thank you anyway for a great question.
Okay, thank you very much for your answer. I hope you can through that roller coaster with good. Okay, and okay. Let's move to the next question, please. Okay, this question will be, what does resolution mean for you? There is any one of you who want to elaborate their opinion towards this question? Because I'm sure that everyone have different meaning towards the resolution. All right, anyone who wants to give perspective about resolution means, just go ahead, you can raise your hand and I will let you to speak. Okay, I think we have Mr. Ota. Okay, Mr. Ota, can you speak about this question, please?
All right, thanks for the chance given, the moderator. Because tonight is my time to practice my English. To begin with, answering what this resolution means for it pops up to an old speech called recession and whatever. But there are Mr. Renal Canasali said that there are two kind of recessions. It seems like economic recession and trust recession. But I would like to elaborate more about trust recession. Maybe individuals do not trust with their jobs, career, whatever they concerned about. Seems like the previous speaker said that she pursues about her study to her scholarship to take a master degree, but the fundamental case is the fundamental recession, as far as I'm concerned, that we do not trust to ourselves. As long as we do whatever we do whatever we live, it means that our case, our problem is we do not focus on what we are pursuing right now. Whether we get a lot of problems, issues, distractions, but our main issues are, how to say, focus. I do not know, even I do something that helps me so much, but I'm not satisfied of say focusing on what my long term is my proposed. Whether it is only gimmick or it's only for, how to say, showing up, not showing up. Seems like I need the status and whatever, I need the validation for someone, but I do not trust to myself in terms of whatever we are doing about this. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Ota, for your answer. It's really good answer. Maybe anyone of you want to give another meaning of resolution, or maybe want to add more about Mr. Ota's opinion? Go ahead. Raise your hand, please. And we have Sophia Rua, Miss Sophia.
Thank you, Mr.
Okay, you can unmute your microphone.
Can you hear me? Hello?
Hello. Yes.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Rizky, for allowing me to speak. I think what resolution mean for me is changing perspective. it's not only some list of setup goals that we would like to achieve in this entire year, but also the way we see the goal itself, because sometimes we put so much pressure on ourselves that we would like to do a bunch of things for 365 days, and it's just not enough for us to, it's just impossible for us to fulfill those dreams for only 1 year. For example, my 2022 resolution is I only want to graduate from college. That's the only wish that I have. But guess what? I haven't graduated until now. And there's just so much thing that out of our control. No matter how diligent I am working on my thesis, there are just so many external factors that make it feel, whether it is because of my lecturers, or I got sick for the whole 2 months for my bad for the entire May until July, and that makes me postpone the progress. And when I entering the 2023 and I find myself that I haven't graduated yet from college, while I witnessing my friends already graduate, and I suddenly feel old in campus, I'm blaming myself for the entire time, and I feel like I'm such a failure. Like, what's happened? People graduate, why can't I? That's why I'm no longer set up the goal that I have to achieve that year. I may still have the goal, like for example, oh, I want to have I want to moving abroad in the near future, but I'm not gonna say to myself that I have to moving abroad for this year, for 2023. It could be 2024, it could be any time, but the main point is I'm moving abroad. That's all. So I think that's the resolution for me, not only the setup for the list of setting up goals, but also changing perspective of mine. I think that's it, Mr.
Well, thank you very much, Ms. Sophie. It's a good answer from you. Thank you. So we have Mr. Andres.
Is it my time?
Yes, it's your time.
Okay, well, thank you for this opportunity. Well, talking about what is resolution for me, since I don't have well understanding towards it and I cannot distinguish between resolution and planning, I suppose that resolution and planning are similar. And without the resolution, I believe that I cannot face this year pretty well. The reason I have this such perspective is because without a planning, I cannot, I mean, I will make a lot of mess and unorganized activities because I work in it without any planning and or resolution. Sometimes for me, resolution gives a power because it has a vision to see what the thing that I am disposed to find or grab. So I suppose that resolution is an important aspect for beginning a year. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Andres. Um, thank you very much for Mr. Andres, Miss Sophie, and Mr. Ota. Have given the meaning of resolution from your perspective. And from that, I can conclude that resolution is some kind of plan to be a better version of yourself, but don't put it too much pressure to your goals or resolutions. Just start with small resolution. It might be you can achieve, so you can not really blaming yourself when you can achieve that. Okay, it's really answering a lot from you. Thank you very much. And okay, maybe we can move to the next question. Okay, the next question will be, is it important to us, for us to have target or resolutions in every year? Because there might be people who have motto in their life and life they live with only basic way without challenge and goals, I would say. I mean, like they don't have a big or specific goals. As long as they're still breathing and still able to eat edible food, that is enough. Or maybe you guys have something to tell about this question, maybe. I'll let you to raise your hand. Okay, we have Miss Nadia here. You can speak towards this question, Miss Nadia.
Yeah, thank you for choosing me. About this question, I believe that a resolution is part of our goal that make us mindful, shows that we are realizing that we are alive, that we need goal to at least makes us having such a motivation to do our life, but not, it shouldn't be every year. In my opinion, it shouldn't be every year because our goal, we can make our goal in long term or short term, but every year is just specific time which need to be evaluated, not to make a new one. So I believe that it is important to have target, but it shouldn't be every year because it's just like too short. So making it like for longer time makes us having broader view about what kinds of thing we would like to achieve in the future. That's from me.
Okay,
Well,
thank you.
yeah, thank you.
You, Miss Nadia. There's any one of you who want to add more about Miss Nadia's opinion, or maybe you have the opposite? We have Miss L.
Thank you. I do for this question. Wait, wait a minute. For this question, there's a vehicle passing by my home. Sorry. For this question, I do agree with Miss Sophie. I think if we focus on our goals every year, somehow it doesn't work out well. It doesn't work well. I have ever listened to podcast from Tableau, the Tableau podcast, and he said that it doesn't essential for us to like setting goals for every year, but to be more specific, we can do our we can set our goal every day, not for every year, because sometimes every year makes us drawn with our own expectation, and somehow we also feel pressure to do a lot of stuff this year, as Miss Sophie said before. So we can start with a little step every day instead of targets for every year, in my humble opinion. Because I feel that when I think that, okay, this year I have to achieve this and those things, it made me feel drawn with my own expectations, and somehow I feel also go a little bit of overboard of myself, and because I don't see any improvement in myself, I start to I start to, you know, compare myself to others, which is wrong, which is actually we just start the wrong battle if we compare ourselves to another people. We just, you know, it's not apple to apple. So that's why I think it doesn't have to be a big one that we have to set goals for every year, but we can start with a small step by making making a list every day that we have to achieve this to this day, because we live in the present, not in the future. Okay, thank you.
Okay, nice. Because we live in present, not in future. Great. I think Mr. Andres want to add more.
Yes, yes, sure. I suppose that resolutions are not only important for my life or our life, but also it has a significant, it has a vital role to improve my, or maybe a lot of people's productivity. The reason why I have this such idea is because of the reality that a lot of people probably have a decrease in terms of their productivity when they do not have an eager to accomplish something in their life. In resolutions, most of them can create, can crave their dream and they try to pursue it until the end. Even though probably they fail, I suppose that as long as they have made these resolutions, they will thirst and always thirst to get it. So in the end, even though they are failed, but at least they have an improvement in terms of their experience when they try to get it. So it's important for our life. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Andres, for giving your opinion about this. And last answer about this question we give to Miss Putri.
Okay, Mr. Thank you for you choosing me. Okay, I think my answer same like that, Miss Nadia, because target or goals don't just every year, but day by day and then month by month and other, because this is your purpose why you live, and then with goals or target, this is make you happy to work in the day and then to enjoy your life, and then like that for this year. I think this year it's hard for me because I should graduate bachelor degree, and then I should manage my time for work and then for my study. So I think target or resolution is important for my life to be better again, because you have a goal to achieve it, and then if you cannot achieve that next year you can try again. I think that's it, Mister, from me.
Okay, thank you very much, Miss Putri. And we can move to the next questions. Okay. Okay. Maybe this question is still about resolution, and the question might be flashback to 2022, and This could be a lesson from what has already happened in 2022 for 2023. So what resolutions have you achieved in 2022? And what is your message and impression of carrying out the steps to achieve that resolutions? Maybe you guys want to share your perspective? Can raise your hand. Maybe Mr. Tatan, do you want to add more? Or we'll go to the participant who raised their hand first. Okay, Mr. Ota, please.
Okay, sure. What resolutions have you achieved in 2022 and what's your message? An impression of carrying out the steps. In terms of answering these questions or delivering these questions, I actually I do agree what Ms. Nadia said before. When we have set plan for long-term journey, for long-term purpose, we do not, how to say, we do not decrease, or we do not forget to achieve it long term. Even though we are able to celebrate short term, for instance, we are going to take a scholarship, master degree on abroad, but in the middle of journey, in the middle of process to achieve it, it's not easy to get it. But of course, we can celebrate it as long as we get score. We have met new friends, we have new vibes, we get new support system. It means that it is the process of it. For instance, we set plans for the long term. We, how to say it in English? We forget it with the long term. Because we have achieved it the short term. Yeah, I come back with my statement before. Seems like our focus. When we are studying something, or in this, I would say, in a common paradigm, the point is we study what is extremely important. The point is we work, no matter our job is, our occupation is, but we do not take the crucial position, the crucial job. The point we go somewhere, not we go somewhere because of crucial thing. The point we eat, not because we eat something which is important. I assume that we can elaborate more, or we can deep dive about this case based on the purpose itself. Thank you.
Thank you very much for that good answer, Mr. Ota. So we are going to maybe Mr. Ajang Hidup Podcast want to share.
Okay, Hel, thanks for the chance. So my resolution that I achieved in 2022 is graduate for my study. Finally, it takes a long time for me to graduate, and I'm not graduate on time, but the message that I get was it's okay to be late. It's you trying your hard, and people doesn't know how hard you try except you. So maybe maybe if you have a goal and you not achieve it on time as you're planning, and it's okay because God knows well the right time for you to achieve that. And after graduate, unexpected, I also achieved the scholarships from Erasmus Plus to follow the training course in some country. And yeah, that is the thing that my achievement, and I'm so grateful for that. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Miss Ajang. Sorry. Thank you very much, Miss Ajang Hidup Podcast, for sharing. And I'm happy for you that you achieved your goals in 2022. And maybe Mr. Andres want to sharing again about this.
Yes, absolutely, yes. Because this day is a special day for improving my ability in English. Well, last year I resoluted towards two resolutions at least. The first is graduating my study, and the second is learning English, at least gaining 6.5 for the IELTS. And at the time, I accomplished my resolutions since I did a lot of bloody hell progress graduated to graduate from my university. So I suppose that it's kind of a huge achievement in the whole of my life. Secondly, I enrolled in a course in Pare, Kampung Inggris, Indonesia, um, to enhance my ability at least for my speaking and the other part of the IELTS assessment. And I also achieved my target, so I can pursue my dream to administer to some scholarship currently. So I suppose that this all are my achievements towards my resolutions that I made last year. And my message towards it, and probably my impression also, is related to my experience that everything is not easy as ABC, and sometimes we need to spare, not we, but me, need to spare a lot of time to pursue my dream. So I need to focus, and I strive myself to be not easily disturbed by a lot of luxurious or maybe lucrative activities attracted by my friends or colleagues. So it's all about the way to grab an achievement in the whole of my life. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Miss Andres, for sharing your experience in 2022. And we also have Miss Putri again. Go ahead.
Okay, thank you. Okay, Mr. Rizky, thank you for your time. My resolution I achieved in 2022 is firstly, I think I'm proud with myself because I can graduate diploma degree in 19 years old. And then because my parents are happy to watch me when I graduate. And then after that, I can work in one of which hospital at my hometown. And then after that, uh, for and then preparation for this year, 2023. 2023. Hope I time and then manage my time
Are they from
for
boarding
work
school?
and to study. But okay.
Those guy.
And then I think I can do
Yes.
everything I want. I can be
Especially Bengkulu. Oh, okay. So they also check another course. They also check another course, not only English but also what is that? I forgot that name. As regard with
Thank you, Mr. Putri. And I think, um, wait,
itu dah kedengaran dah tadi. Yeah.
also,
I didn't hear
okay,
anything.
Mr.
Have you
Do you want to say something, Mr. or Mrs.?
Oh, oh, is it my turn?
Yeah, if you want to share.
What resolution have I achieved in 2022?
Yes.
And what is your message and impression of carrying out the steps to achieve that? What I have achieved in 2022 is my English progress. I feel my English ability now is totally different from several years ago. So I studied hard in 2022. I always practice my English every day with my friends. So now I think my my speaking skill is better than before. So that's what I have achieved in 2022. I mean my resolution. What is your message and impression of carrying out the steps to achieve the resolution? My message and impression of carrying out the steps to achieve that resolution. Yeah, if we have a dream, we never never give up on the obstacle, on the barriers, because it's a must. We will always face so many obstacles to reach our dreams, like our time, our material, like we have to spend some money to buy the equipment or anything that we need to use. Like English, I have to buy some English books so that I can read or memorize English vocabulary from the book. Yeah, that's really challenging, but yeah, of course we have to enjoy the process so that the results will be better. We have to be serious in achieving our dreams. So I think that's all for me, Mister.
Okay, thank you very much for sharing your perspective, and that's really can be everyone's reference, your message, and for me too. So we have hello, Mr.
Yeah, maybe we can start with Mr. Ihsan. Can you speak up, Mr. Ihsan?
Hello, me. Is my voice audible?
Yes, yes, Mr.
Okay, thank you for the opportunity. Regarding to the questions about our resolutions that I already achieved in 2022, actually there is no particular really resolution. I mean, like, I define resolution is something particular goals that you really want to achieve or targeting until you get it right. But to be honest, I don't have any particular goals in 2022, but I just doing something in positive progressive as long as time goes in 2022. And I believe that I'm doing it with well progress. I develop more, I growing. There are some of growing also in my career, but there is no particular resolution or target that I really want it in 2030. So I just enjoying all the time in the past 2030 years. My principle is like I just enjoying myself. I just enjoying the progress because it's you live. What the purpose of your life is just for find the happiness. The happiness itself is defined different for each people. For me, so as long as I can tenang, santai, I can relax, I can do whatever I want, or I can my heart there is no something bothering me whether in financial or in my emotional or mentally. It was real fine for me. And about message and impressions, for my message, I think just enjoy your life, just enjoy your every little progress, even your failure, also your progress to be better at the next step. I think that's all. Yeah, just enjoying your life. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you very much, Mr. Iksan. So I think because the time is up, we are going to the next question, please. Okay. This question is, what will you do in 2023? And regarding to the resolution you made for 2023, can you rank your resolution from the heaviest and the easiest to achieve? I think this is the main question from this topic, and I want to know your plan or your solution and how you want to live in 2023. Maybe any one of you who want to share. Here we have, I want to know from Mr. Tatan's perspective.
Hello, sir.
Hi. Okay, go ahead.
Thanks before to choosing me. What will you do in 2023? I hope in this year I want to improve my English. Now I try to be better on my English. I feel now my English so really bad. So I join with this class and any class so that I wanted to berkembang, develop with many friends in here. So I wanted to and in the next future I have something new for my my future too. Thank you. I'm sorry if my English so really bad.
Thank you very much, Mr. Sir Tatan, you're doing well with your English actually. And maybe Mr. Irfan want to share something? Or we're going to... Okay, go ahead, Mr. Irfan.
Did you call me? Okay. Okay, Mr. Rizky, thank you very much for the occasions given to me. Oh yeah, regarding to these questions, yeah, before the end of 2022, I've made several targets or yeah, like resolutions that I would to achieve in this year. From the heaviest, maybe I wish to continue my study for master degree this year. So because it's a for overseas, so it's quite challenging for me because many preparation that I need to prepare, like English course like that, and then submitting application to the university, and then preparation for traveling administration, yeah, traveling like that. So I think this is the most targets that I wish to achieve this year. Maybe for the yeah easiest one, I think at least I can get I starting to practicing and be more reading a book because previously I don't like reading a book. So now starting now, I try to read a book as many as I can, maybe like 1 month at least I can finish one book. So yeah, that's my targets for this year, Mr. Rizky and everyone. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Irfan, for sharing. And we have maybe Mr. Andres want to speak about this. Hello, Mr. Andres.
Oh, well, is it my turn?
Yeah.
Okay, well, thank you for this occasion. I'm disposed to do a lot of activities in this year, predominantly for possessing a job because currently I'm unemployed, so it's kind of a burden for me. Secondly, I intend to get, I intend to continue my study in graduate study. So I want to have a master degree for in 2025. So for it, I am obliged to try to get a scholarship and also a letter of acceptance from some universities across the world. However, sadly, I cannot rank or prioritize my resolutions since I consider myself as a stupid person and I don't have sufficient experience to make a priority towards it. So for solving this problem, I work hand in hand with my parents and also a lot of people in my surroundings to make my target in a well order. So in the end, I believe that my resolutions can be achieved in this year, and I hope that it could be realized. I mean, it could be a reality. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Andres. We have another participant who want to maybe add more or have want to share their resolution. Miss L.
Okay. Okay, thank you. If you ask me about if I have to single out one of my resolutions, I think that the heaviest one would be taking IELTS. Since I have stayed in Paris for several months, as similar as Mr. Andres before. In the last year, I have stayed for a couple of months in Paris to fix my basics. But I have no idea that it turns out to be that long. So and actually I also got some jobs like from a quite well-known company, but because I decide to take my master, so it's a like a dilemma for me. And then but in the end I have to reject those offerings since I want to take my master's in the first place, and I want to focus on and I want to knuckle down with my IELTS and beat my beat my IELTS score. So I think that the heaviest one would be IELTS, since I've never thought that it would be taking so long. And the easiest one, I wanna do knitting. Actually, I wanna do knitting and making my own uh my own clothes, or or just simple as doing makeup too. I want to learn doing makeup as I think doing makeup or start to learn makeup is uh, a fun thing to do to pass the time. So yeah, I think it's the easiest one, and the heaviest would be IELTS, because if you take IELTS and then you can get you can at least if you take IELTS, so you already pass a half of your journey to get a scholarship. But the thing that makes it like how to say, like a roller coaster is IELTS. Not like the application for scholarships or that kind of thing. I think that it isn't hard as IELTS. So yeah, I hope that I can get a IELTS score as I expected. Okay, that's it. Thank you.
Thank you, Miss L, and good luck for your IELTS preparation, and I hope you get a high score when the exam comes. Okay, we have maybe Mr. Setter PJN 7 Papua. Okay.
Okay. Thank you for giving me a chance. Yes, I think this is so interesting to tell about our resolution in 2023. And yeah, for me, yes, I will start my job as a lecturer. So yes, maybe this year is so interesting for me. And yeah, because yeah, this is my first job. And yeah, because last year I have completed my master's degree. And yeah, this year I will be a new lecturer in one of the university in Sumatra Utara. And yeah, maybe we have similar resolution in this year. Yeah, some people said that they want to get IELTS test. Yeah, maybe they hope to get a scholarship in the future. Yes, of course, it's also my my hope. Yeah, to get IELTS test. And yeah, if not IELTS, I think TOEFL IBT as well is yeah, I mean the requirement to get the scholarship. And yeah, it's, you know, I'm a lecturer, and it's I need to improve my English as well, and I need to increase my degree because I'm a lecturer to take a PhD. So yeah, scholarship is so I mean scholarship is very important, but it's so difficult if we don't have English well. So yeah, I have to try to get English well. I mean, yeah, no off to practice my English, and yeah, for speaking, writing, and reading, right? Okay, thank you for giving me a chance, Rizky.
Thank you very much for sharing, Mr. Secker. And I hope what you're doing in 2023, what you plan in 2023, it will going well. And maybe Mr. Haidar want to share something.
Yes, thank you for the chance, moderator. Yeah, in here, I wanna start with my previous achieve, right? That I realize mostly everyone in here have a big purpose. Yes, and also I have a big purpose. I wanna study abroad. So yeah, I should prepare every requirements to get that. Yes, but in the other hand, easy habits can be big influence for us. Yeah, especially when we create some schedule to add better than before. We can not also we can improve our ability, but also we can influence especially suitable thought from for our environment. Like we can give some motivation with others and something else like that. And then I realized this is new circumstance for me. So I should struggle about this. Yeah, struggle about this because I realize mostly people wanna to get the same thought like me, right? So environment I think is the key to reach some thought, right? Because when we give suitable thought with our environment, our environment can support us to get our purpose. Yes, perhaps just it, Mr. Rizky. Thanks for your questions.
Yeah, thank you very much for your answer. I think I see there are lots of people here who have resolution and preparation plans to study English more broadly in order to be able to get scholarship to study abroad. And I hope that everything will come through and run smoothly according to what you want. And so we can move to the next question. Okay, the next questions will be, do you agree or disagree that we must put gratitude at the top of our list? And why? Okay, if you want to share about this, about this question, or you have your own perspective about this question, you can raise your hand and unmute your. Okay, we have Mr. Haidar. Hello, Mr. Haidar, do you want to share something about this? Or maybe, oh, we have a lot of raising hands here. Mr. Febri, I want Mr. Febri share something about this. Okay, go ahead, Mr. Febri.
All right. Okay, I'm gonna open up my cam for you, Mr. Rizky. All right, thank you for the chance, Mr. Rizky. I do agree that we need to put gratitude at the top of list because this is 2023. As we know that COVID-19 came almost 3 years ago. So till now we are still healthy. So now we can go anywhere without wearing masks, and then we don't really think about some regulation about like what should we do, like we can go to music concert, and now we are able to watch stand-up comedy, stand-up comedy right now. There are a lot of events available out there right now. I think that's because of God has been giving us the, what do we call berkat, the blessing. So we need to be grateful of it. So I think that's the most important thing that we need to put in this year, because COVID-19, we call it like right now, it's not pandemic anymore, but it's endemic. So we hope that for the best for Indonesia, especially for all of the world, of course. We hope that it's not gonna come anymore with another virus, another issue about the healthy. And of course, now we are facing for the 2023 about crisis, economic crisis, so recession about that. We hope that Indonesia will also have a good position about it. I mean, we'll also have a resolution to face that term. I think that's all that I can share for this year. Yes. Thank you so much, Mr. Rizky.
Thank you so much, Mr. Andre, for Mr. Febri. I'm sorry, Mr. Febri, for sharing. And anyone to add more, or maybe have other perspective about this? We have maybe Mr. Andres.
Oh, well, thank you for this opportunity. Um, to be honest, I agree with this notion, since I recognize that gratitude is something important in my life. Gratitude essentially could chill out the level of my stress in my day-to-day activities, so I can maintain my focus and calmness, at least for doing a lot of hustle and bustle. So in the end, I put this kind of thing as the higher order in the whole of my activities before anything, including dying. because I don't want to end my life without feel grateful towards my life. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Andres. Maybe Mr. Reid want to share? Or maybe Mr. Yudisha, maybe you have some words to share.
Okay, about this statement, do you agree or disagree? Actually, I agree to some extent about this statement. You know, I put gratitude in the behind of my activity, not in at the top of my list, because at the top of my list is I put Nia first for the first. So I have to do harder to make it happen, and yeah, whatever I got in the end, yeah, I put my gratitude there. So I put my gratitude not at the top of my list, but at the behind. Yeah, that's just me.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Yudi, for sharing. And maybe Ms. Putri wants to share. Ms. Putri, you can unmute your microphone if you want to share about this.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Rizky. Okay, I agree because we must gratitude with God, especially for me because I'm nurse, and then I work at hospital, and then as you know, a hospital have many virus, and then every day, every time, and I always meet a new case, and then because I work in emergency room. So this place, the first case, if I want to happen this case, and then I'm so thankful with God because always protect me until now, and then always give me help, and then if you have a goal or resolution, don't forget always praying with God because you cannot to be anything with that God. Just it, Mr. from me.
Yeah, thank you, Miss Putri. Maybe the other participant who wants to share about this is maybe Miss Shafirua.
Yeah, I do think we must put gratitude at the top of our list because that's how we appreciate, or the moment appreciating, we have to acknowledge that we already on this step, or we already at this point. We are realizing that we have done so much and we've gone this far. So it's good to maybe take a rest for a while to appreciating ourselves, our body, our mind. Yeah, of course, I agree that we must put gratitude on the top.
Yeah, thank you, Miss Sophie. And we have Miss L. Do you want to share?
Thank you. For me, I think that gratitude is a small thing that we actually it's a small thing, but it's really hard to be done in actual life. Sometimes we forget that being grateful, it gives us like, you know, a snowball effect. If we are grateful towards something small, or it will also makes us get a bigger one in the future, because that's how we also appreciate what God just given to us. So it's really important to always control ourselves with being grateful as well, and not always compare to every people's or another people achievement. Um, Sometimes I also think that being grateful is also it's also makes us feel therapeutic, and feels and also makes us know how to, okay, I have to take a rest, and then I just done. Yes, I do agree with Miss Sophia. If we are grateful towards something small, so God will give us something big. It's like a snowball effect. So that's why we have to be grateful for something small first, and then in another time, there is something big will coming to us. So that's why it's, yeah, I think it's a small thing, but it's hard to be done sometimes because we are greedy for big things. A big thing, I mean, it's a human thing. I'd say that we are so greedy for achievements, or uh, yeah, sometimes we are so greedy with achievements, so that's why we forget to being grateful. Yep. I think that's all.
We can't hear you, Risky.
I'm sorry. I unmute my microphone. So, I think we move to the next question. Okay. This question is still about gratitude and grateful. How to practice gratitude from your relation, and how to be grateful in the way of your do. Maybe Mr. Haider wants to share. Hello, Mr. Aidar, you can
Yes.
unmute. Okay.
Yes. Thanks for your opportunities, Mr. Rizky. Yes. I reckon for these questions connect with previous questions, but yeah, I can connect that question, those questions. So apparently, put gratitude in every and our step is important, right? So we not put that gratitude at high our achieve, but every step when we accomplish that, we should gratitude about that, because we overcome every obstacle in our progress, right? And we struggle with that. So that is can make us become to be a grateful person, right? Yeah, and don't forget about our partners and every person who support us to get that. Yeah, because every mostly people have what is that? Say like list and a big purpose, but sometimes we get one by one from that. We should happy as a clam, right? So we forget about gratitude and grateful. So yeah, I means we should learn to live with gratitude and grateful, right? That is all for me, Mr. Rizky. Thank you.
Thank you for sharing the tips how to be practice gratitude and to be grateful. Or maybe we have other participants who want to share. Is Mr. Satria maybe?
Yeah, hello.
Hi, Mr. Satria.
Yeah. Well, for me, actually, yeah, no need to regret something. Maybe you lost something or whatever. No need to regret everything. Yeah, that's the way I always grateful or gratitude to God. I mean, remember the COVID-19 situations, you know, it was very struggling time for us here in Bali, especially. But yeah, no need to regret about everything. Yeah, just always believe that God will always be there for the people who really need Him, right? So that's the way I feel grateful to the God, you know. So yeah, I always believe that God will help me or help us, yeah, when we need Him. So yeah, never regret everything. That's all
Okay.
from me. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Satria.
Thank you.
I think and you want to be more be grateful, you need to connect more with God. That's what I get. And it's also in my experience like that. So yeah. And maybe we can go to the next question because the time's nearly up. Okay. Let's list things you would like to be and achieve to feel more grateful for this year. Who would you like to share grateful sentiments with this year? It might be you sharing about some content, maybe it can be your content or other content in social media, maybe about charity or about alms information so your followers can see your posting. And I'm pretty sure that maybe that indirectly helping because when you do that, you put a little bit message to influence people to do that. Or just for me, and maybe some of you want to share about this. Maybe I want to know from Mr. Reid. Mr. Reid perspective, do you want to share? Or we have Mr. Andres. Okay.
Well, thank you for this chance. I suppose that my parents my parents are the most important people that I will share towards my grateful of the year that I have passed. The reason I choose them as the answer of these questions is because my parents are important people in the whole of my life, and I cannot continue my life without the existence of them, maybe because they always support me in terms of fundings and also emotional supports, and they never left me behind. So it's kind of an ethic, maybe, to share my grateful sentiments before their eyes. Thank you.
Thank you, Miss Andres, for sharing. And any of you want to add more? Okay. If there's no more answer about this, we can move to the next questions. Okay, so a new year is a sign that you are getting older and more mature. Are you ready to live life with greater responsibility than before? And what preparation have you prepared and planned? I think this question might be have a heavy discussion and kind of burdensome because when you talk about getting older and maturity, it's a sign that we have to be serious about our future, right? And no more time to play, or maybe I would say there will be very little time to play. Even resting must be scheduled in advance because we're all so busy planning and doing what has been planned in our maturity era for the bright future, right? And with getting older, the fact that there are more and more worries about something in life is true. So I want to know from your perspective about how you plan to face this maturity. Maybe anyone of you who wants to share? Okay, we have Mr. Staker, PJN 7 Papua.
Okay, thank you. Yes, I agree with this statement. Yes, a new year is sign that we are getting older and more mature. And yeah, I think because we have got older, so yeah, we can get the greater responsibility maybe on our work or on our activity. Yes, and like me, yeah, this year my age will older than before. Yes, and yeah, I will get one a job. I said before that I will be a lecturer this year, and yeah, I will get many greater responsibility than before, because before, I mean last year, I just studied at the university, and now I'm on the professional work, and yeah, I will get great responsibility. So yeah, but actually I haven't prepared myself to lecture at the university, because yeah, I will start, and when because yeah, I will start next month. So yeah, because I haven't any experience to how to be a lecturer, how to be how to prepare my lecture, something like that. So yes, I hope I can prepare and I can get experience from another lecture. So yeah, this question is so interesting for me. And thank you, Rizky.
Okay, good luck for your career to be a lecturer, Mr. And maybe Mr. February want to add more?
Oh, all right. All right. Oh, wait a moment. A new year is a sign that you are all right. For me, getting older is a certainty, but having a more, I mean, like more mature is a choice. I could say it may be risky is younger than me, but maybe you are more mature than me if when it comes to the mature, because mature is not really mature doesn't have something to do with the age, in my opinion. But are you ready to live life with greater responsibility than before? As a man, I could say that I might as well have to be ready when it comes to the responsibility, at least for myself. I mean, I have to live my life on my. I cannot be dependent on my parents or my internet is unstable. My parents anymore. So I need to get a job, and then I need to earn money for myself. The things about that. What preparation have I prepared? Lucky me that I don't really have like specific preparation for that, but lucky me that my parents give me a chance to have a higher education, like bachelor degree. That's a good thing. Well, basically, that's what our parents prepared for us, giving a good education, giving a good food, and then for the rest of it, and then after graduating from the university or bachelor degree. So all we need to do is only implement what we got from that education to face the real life. This is how real life teaches you. All right, I think that's all, Mr. Rizky.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Febri. Okay, for the last answer, we have Mr. Andres.
Well, thank you for this opportunity. Well, even though I have a tremendous a tremendous anxiety to see how great the responsibility that I will hold in this year. However, I must embrace it because it's a must and it's the reality that I will face. So it's kind of a normal form to me to have it. So what is the best preparation for it is, I suppose, that is joining OTA community. The reason why I can say this is because in this community, I can meet with a broad perspectives from a lot of people, culture, and also customs, maybe, because every people attending in this meeting is not only living in a similar region, probably Java, but also everyone here is coming from other side of Java, probably such Sumatra, Borneo, Sulawesi, or Papua. So I suppose that this variety can enhance the level of my notion or ideas or perspectives for becoming much mature than before. So it's essential to me to have a meeting in this event or groups. So that's all.
Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Andres. Okay, because the time is up, so I think the discussion tonight has done, and we have a poem, like maybe bringing a grateful balance to our solutions can make them revelation in our life, not just a long list of shoulds. So be thankful, be grateful, and be blessed. Okay, thank you very much for all of the participants who joined this discussion. Honestly, I'm not expect that there will be this amount participant who want to talk and join about this topic. So thank you once again for making this discussion not awkward as I expect. You guys are amazing and thank you. And we really hope that we can see you again in other discussions. And maybe Dania, would you like to say something?
Thank you so much, Mr. Rizky, for lead the discussion tonight. So I have some note for our discussion. It's not much, just some. First one, revelation means wahyu. It is an act of revealing to view or making known. Resolution, we can also say decision, planning, or targets. Recession means resesi, develop means mengembangkan, and obligate means terpaksa. And thank you so much for Mr. Rizky. Before we end our discussion, we like to open your camera. We're gonna take a selfie. Okay. Yeah. Are you ready, guys? So 1, 2, 3. Wait a minute. Once again. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Thank you so much. So before we end our discussion, we're gonna say our jargon. Yesterday we say tomorrow. Let's say it together. Okay, yesterday we
You
say
said tomorrow.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thanks,
all.
everyone.
Thank you
Thanks,
so much,
everyone.
everyone, for joining.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you guys. Wah, Mr. Fudori dah keluar. Okay, see you guys.
See you.